This is a Mill Road Studios production.
G'day, Ashman.
Shawnee, how are you, buddy?
Good. How are you, sir?
You better get the crowd involved.
Oh, well, I think we better.
That's a beauty.
They've been asleep the last few weeks, the crowd, haven't they?
They have. Keep them going.
And Michelle Nichols, she's been wanting the crowd to be involved, but she's been missing us over the last few weeks. So, Michelle, we're back today, love. So, it's always good to get something up here online for Michelle, isn't
It
it?
was blowing our ears out, wasn't it? Jesus, it was pretty loud.
Sorry, what? Sorry, what?
Shaunus, welcome back. It's
Oh, mate, been a while, hasn't it?
it's the second week of August, and
Yeah.
I think we've had about at least 5 weeks off.
Yeah. We've been
So-
stuck, haven't we?
Just been busy, mate, haven't we? We've been working weekends, and there's been baseball in there, and mainly work.
Yep, work.
It's lined up today, which is good. We're the second week of August.
And I think it became every week I was available, you weren't, and then when I wasn't available, you were. So yeah,
makes it
it's sort
hard.
of
Makes it
bit of life gets in the way, doesn't it? Occasionally, but no, we're back.
How's your dear old mum? She doing all right?
Yeah, going all right. Still, going each day. So no, she's all right. She's mid-80s now. So my sister's organised for her birthday next week, so we're going to go up there next Saturday and go up to my sister's. We'll get her out the nursing home, and all the kids can get around her. And so
good
that
stuff. Yeah.
should be good day next Saturday.
Well, that's good. Yes, love to Mrs. Evans. Good on
Thank
you.
you,
And
Ashman.
how's the girls? The girls good too?
Yeah, girls are good. Ruby and Amelia, they always say that I never mention them on here. So hello, ladies. We love you, and they watch every episode we do, and they said, "Why don't you mention us?" So we might as well add them in today, eh?
That's
so,
it.
Yeah, Millie and Ruby are going well.
Jason Wright, SOS Safety Signs.
Yes.
We better say thanks to Green Acres down there for all the stickers and the coffee cups and everything else that goes with it.
He's a good man, Righty, isn't he?
He helps a lot of people out. So
Yeah.
no, he's a good bloke. He's
Very community orientated.
Yeah, and his son Chris. Yeah, no, they've really got that place under control. Every now and then they do a walk through the office and all show the workshop and. They got printers, massive big printers, and mate, it's
The
good.
work he does is pretty cool.
Good
I
stuff.
like his stickers and his cups and he's always like and if you ask for something and he likes you, he'll give it for dirt cheap too. He always likes to look after people. So
He's a man for the people, isn't he?
is he still sponsoring Dodgers? I don't know if he is.
I think he helps out whenever he can.
Yeah.
Justin Hobber, La Vida, Liverpool,
Yes.
over on the Wirral. We were
Another audience.
lucky enough to get another episode 3 out over there this week. So,
How'd that go?
Yeah, not bad. I had a bit of fucking issues with the sound again, and but we're on Zoom as well. So I've been trying to instigate where you get like a side by side view, and then if you talk, it goes to full screen. So I got that one sorted out this week. So being the producer and the artist, it doesn't work. You're better off being one or the other. But hey, we said we wouldn't go for long. We still wound up 45 minutes later,
nice.
And we touched base this week on sports in Australia,
Ooh.
sports in Liverpool and the
Right.
UK, and
Well, English Premier League starting again, isn't it?
started that night actually. Liverpool
Right.
won 2-1 against something written over there, Braun.
Braun.
Yeah. So they were south of
They would have beaten Braun.
south of London. So I
Liverpool.
think they got the gullies top. They got the red and black stripes.
Oh, have they?
So
Actually, I haven't checked in with the Gullies. I don't know how they've gone in Div 2 this year.
I saw Robbo before, but I didn't get a update on the footy. I
Right, yeah.
didn't get to question him on that. But
Should have asked him about how Carlton's going.
Well, Carlton are doing all right, aren't they? They had a
Port Perry Power got smashed yesterday.
first quarter. Yeah, this state's good for letting the first quarters go at the minute.
goodness.
But
Yeah.
look, I think Kenny's been one of those coaches that I think the boys have always played for him, and this year they're just fucked with people.
Oh.
They haven't got any cattle. So
Doing a door knock to get people to out in the field.
if you look who was on the field yesterday or the day before,
yeah.
there was no one there anyway. So they were never expected to win, but they still ran out their Guernsey and
Yeah, did it right.
I think that's That's what it's about. You put the Guernsey on, you play for it, and, whatever comes with it.
It's always funny, people run down Kenny, all the Port fans. Oh, I can't wait till he's bloody gone. But he's had a 70% winning record over his 13 years, which you consider as playing finals just about every year, top 4 prelims. I've never understood that mentality of, get him out, burn him at the stake when you're playing finals and you've just been successful most years. It's been a funny one, but, Josh Carr will probably get that next year, won't he? Burn him, why do we let Kenny go?
Well, it will be. It's human nature to bag. It's still,
Yeah.
I would expect also that, like, as tough as Carr was, doesn't make you just automatically a good coach.
No, it doesn't.
Does it? We've all had a go at coaching,
Macca.
and you think you got your head round it all right, but it might take a couple of years to get not only the cattle back, and you got Boak about to retire at the end of the year. There's injuries still galore that some fairly hard mechanical ones
no guarantees
that are out for a while. So
no guarantees, and look,
there's a couple of young kids coming through that have got potential. What happens with Butters? Does Butters hang around, or does Butters go back to Victoria? Or
I don't know. I mean, look, all those trade ones at the moment, like that Wanganeen Miller, what's he going to do? Well, you'd think by now he's out the door if he hadn't signed for the Saints. So does he go to the Crows or Port? You'd probably think he might pick Adelaide, given the way they're going.
Don't know. I don't know. Like, if you have a look at who was still good quality on the field for Port, Boak was there again, and you think, he's got to go. Same as Walker. Walker's with the Crows he does all the little handballs and the shepherds and all that as well.
Yeah.
There's just time where you've got to say enough's enough. Don't go another year. Don't go a year too long.
Well, look, I mean, if you're Boakey, Travis Boak, you are pretty much going out the top of your game. Like, he's been in their best players the last few weeks, so he gets one last crack next week. So he goes out on top and leaves the game in good order. Like, you're not just doing that one where you're struggling each week and having to have weeks off. Boakey's probably been in the last 5 weeks one of the better players. So full credit to him. He gets to leave the game on his terms and gets to go out on top. So that's what we all want, isn't it? At
you're missing a few hard nuts. You're missing, what's his name, the tough guy?
Oh, Horn Francis.
And the other bloke, the bald-headed one.
Oh, Powell Pepper is missing.
Powell Pepper. So you're down on a few grunts there as well, and a couple of speed demons. And if you haven't got someone hooking up to it, then it doesn't matter how quick you are or whether you get first access. If you haven't got the link, and, like the Collingwood bloke talked about it last night.
Yep.
Mechanically, there's some issues going sideways. And if you're going sideways and it's not linking up and you get a turnover, then the ball goes out of the way. It's a hard one, and it's, you can't be up all the time, as Brooksy used to say, part of winning's losing, and you gotta deal with those years that are off, and you're going to get a few. Look, the Crows have been down since,
they've been down a long time.
25 years they've been soft, just a soft club.
Now they're getting their run, and Port, I think Port fans could say that they've had it pretty good for a long time.
I think Kenny's had them there except for one, isn't he?
Yeah. So, there's no premiership, but I don't know. I'm 52 years of age now, Ash, and I'm starting to realise that, footy teams don't win it every year. So, if a footy team is making finals and playing prelims, I think most people should accept that and go, well, my team's been pretty good this year again. So, but I don't know, people are a bit fickle, aren't they? They go to work every week, and footy's their outlet to yell and scream and run people down because they can get out of the office and do it. So
no, but I think Port, honestly, are in rebuild again. Like, there's a big mozzie in here regarding of where they finish this year.
Yep,
they just haven't got the cattle this year because of the injuries, and there's been substantial injuries, and that's what's going to happen. You can't really win often, and you've got to put. I said to the father-in-law a couple of years ago, you put 5 together, 5 wins in a row, and I'll come back. What have they done this year? They've done 11 in a row now. Prior to that, if you go back over the last 25 years, I doubt they've ever done 5 in a row. One year they might have.
No, and
good teams do that. Good teams know how to win.
I just think it's a circle of footy. I just
Has
think
to
it's
be.
a circle of
It's
footy.
the oval of footy.
So you've just always got swings and roundabouts. There's always good clubs like Sydney and Geelong always seem to be up the top end of the.
Yeah, I've got my money on Geelong this year. I think they'll go all the way through. I reckon.
I hope you're right. I'm on the Cats trail, so I'm hoping that's going to be the way to go.
Geelong's always hard, doesn't it? And looks like they'll probably end up with a home final as well, or at least two there as well. So, if you look at the top four, if you finish 5, 6, 7, 8, past 5 or 6, you're really starting to go the long way home. 7 or 8, even if you won that week, generally on paper, those two teams start to drop out in the first week or two.
Well, you got to win 3 on the road.
That's right. You just travel anyway.
If you're Gold Coast...
And you've got to play 5 weeks in a row, don't you? So.
Yep, and if you're Gold Coast, that becomes a hell of a lot more trouble when you've got to travel every week from the Gold Coast somewhere. I think that they look like they were going to have a good season, but, they've fallen off the... If they don't make finals, they'll be a laughing stock. This year they should make finals.
Look how far Collingwood would be in front this year if they didn't lose the last 4 of 5 games or 5 of 6 games. They've lost 4 in a row. 1 win, maybe 5 losses they've had.
Yeah.
In the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. Can they come back?
Looking at the game last night, you would say yes. They seem to do everything right.
Brisbane, I think, are still in there.
Yeah, Brisbane, they're hot and cold though. They're a little bit. Hawthorn, they're a bit of a worry, but they're down a little bit, so they've got to work hard to get there.
I think it's a fascinating end to the season, though.
There's about 5 teams on 60 in there, or 4 or
correct.
5.
So I reckon it's going to be a fascinating end. I think Adelaide should play in the grand final, given they get...
If they win, but they can let you down as quickly as possible.
2 home finals, I mean...
I think the big bearded monster last night, he was up again, and he did it last week as well,
Yeah.
But he can't do it every week. He's done it for the last 2 weeks, so...
They only got West Coast next week, haven't they? Or North Melbourne or some...
North Melbourne, I reckon they got.
Some bottom mob, so they should be all right next week. Then they have a week off, come back refreshed, play 2 at home. I can't see them not making the GF. I think they... this will be... But if you remember a couple of years back, same thing with Port Adelaide, finished top, had a massive win in round 23, walked in top of the ladder, and then lost 2 in a row.
That's it, and it's all over. It's gone.
So,
so you can't count your eggs yet.
No, you can't. You can't, but, gee, it looks good for them. I think they've
got the best chance.
Yeah. And, I don't know. Geelong, Adelaide Grand Final.
Could be Collingwood. You can't rule Collingwood out. Hawthorn or a Darkie, they're looking good. They had another good win yesterday.
Oh, the Giants too.
Yeah, and once again, even at that level there, they're still very, very...
Up and down.
Yeah. But, all you got to do is win one game, don't you?
Forget the second semi or whatever, the prelim's the big one. If Adelaide get a home prelim, that's the one that, Port tossed up a couple of years ago, and that was really, really hurtful because they put themselves in the absolute best position to walk into the grand final and lost the prelim. So there's those nervous moments where it's all got to come together on that one big night of the prelim. Like, that's the massive weekend.
This is the first year I've also seen... Another Aussie coming. Yeah. This is the first year I've seen in many, many, let's say decades, if you like, that the Crows have shown grunt after half time.
Yep.
My father-in-law's on a world cruise at the moment, and he said, "This is the year for Crows." I said, "I've heard it all before, Bob.
Yeah.
Put your money where your mouth is." Now they have up to this point, but once again, Mandy said it the same thing last night as well, watching the footy. I hope they don't do Port. And I said, well, don't fucking mention it.
Yeah.
Don't fucking mention it. I don't want to fucking even... you don't even want to simulate the two, but it is very possible.
It runs through your mind. Look, the Crows haven't been in the finals since 1933, so, this is their first go at it. So, nerves and all those sort of things have to be taken into account as well. So
it's before Tesla, yeah, for sure.
So who knows? It's going to be fascinating into the season, I think.
Yeah, once again, I got my money on Geelong with the AFL this year. I think that they'll just have that little bit of burst.
I've still got Brisbane.
Brisbane, if they can get through, yeah, they're good enough, but sometimes they're down as well. They know how to win with. They're a bit like Sydney, aren't they?
Yes.
They know how to win. Collingwood know how to win.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've seen the Crows for two and a half decades actually show some grunt, put their balls on the line to
Oh, absolutely.
go to that next level.
Absolutely.
Don't just sit there and do ads and fucking TV fucking stuff. Go out there and play for your Guernsey, and that's what the big fella's done.
Yeah.
They talked about him kicking the ball away last night. Look, probably was a free. Not so much a free, probably was a penalty for kicking the ball away.
Yep.
Sure. Probably should have been a kick to Collingwood, and who knows, he might have kicked the ground and broken his ankle. You don't know, but you got to win some as well. How many games away does Collingwood play a year?
Oh,
it's not many. So like swings and roundabouts. Yes, we might have got away with that one last night, but end of the day they did. Doesn't matter. Like you get on to the next week now. Like
shoulda, coulda, woulda. Crows did it. They were tough. Obviously, the midfield stuck it out as well, which I haven't seen from them. I think the people they got into the club in Neil Bullen and Pete Ling and I can't remember the other one's name, they got from GWS, but they've recruited well. So they put their team together and
good sized guys too in the back line, haven't they?
Yeah, I can't fault them, to be honest with you. My only thing will be with them: do they have the medal when she's up and about in the final rounds? And it could well be, but that'll be the only question.
We'll see for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Look, the weather's good. We did have a bit of a touch Thursday, didn't we? Around 19, 20 degrees. The sun come out.
Yeah.
Mandy's out there cutting the lawn, and it was beautiful. It was the birds were chirping, and
yeah.
Kookaburra's out.
Is that a sick one?
Yes. But no, it's good. You can almost smell it in the air.
It's good.
2 weeks away. We're off to Tassie on Saturday. We're going down there for a week to hopefully see the Tasmanian tiger. We're going to take some baits down with us, and
that'll go
well. Don't think we'll get through the airport.
So this is our final podcast, then, is it?
Could be.
Yeah.
We might get lost in the wilderness there somewhere.
So you've gone down for a week only. Is that that's the go?
Originally, it was a birthday present from the kids.
Oh, nice.
So we got this place at Fracenet. That's a house on the side of a hill all by itself.
Nice.
So it's sort of like one of those beautiful spots on the coast, and it's just no one around. So
Tassie's spectacular. A few years back, we drove the whole state in a big sort of vehicle with some kids in the back and did that for a whole month. Took 4 weeks off work and did the whole of Tassie, and some moments you'd be in snow and it's spectacular with rainforest and snow, and then you drive an hour and all of a sudden you find yourself in bright sunshine, and it was metropolitan. So absolutely amazing place. Just don't go up the wrong side of Mount Wellington. That's all I'm telling you not to do. Because that was a pain in the backside. That was. Mount
Wellington worth a look.
Oh, it's unbelievably spectacular. And the day we went, it was slightly snowing. So, it was overlooking the window that you can do. You can sort of stand on the edge and look out the window, and absolutely amazing with the snow coming down. So, no, I recommend it. I just, when you're driving, make sure your GPS is the latest GPS instead of the older one, so that you're not going up the wrong side for 2 hours, because she's a long drive up to the top, about an hour and a half drive. So we were an hour and a half up, hour and a half back because we went the wrong way. So then had to do the other hour and a half up and an hour and a half.
That was Cradle Mountain?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I
Cradle
can't remember
Mountain.
off the top of my mind. I get old and forget things these days. But, it was spectacular and worth doing, for sure. So
Port Arthur, we're going to stay down at. We've got a little B&B at Port Arthur. We've also got a ghost tour there at the old jail. Is that good?
Oh, it's good fun. Yeah, and I remember the lady that was doing it for us. She absolutely lived it. oh, come around the right side of the building. This is where the, boo sort of thing, and she was right into it. It was good fun. But Port Arthur, to me, still seemed a little bit eerie. Does that make sense? You sort of walking around doing the tour and you sort of think, oh, gee whiz, and they'd say to you, oh, this is where 2 people were killed around, by the gunmen in this area.
It's really not that long ago, is it? Really?
No. And we did it back in, oh, goodness, it was before COVID, so it would have been before 2020. But spectacular tour to do and really loved it. And I'd tell anyone to go and do it. And really, really good. But, they... really, really just eerie though, is what I found. Because they said, this is where the shooter took out a wife and husband. You sort of go, oh,
crazy shit. I remember doing a shower screen for a lady all those years ago. I think I told you, and she wasn't there the first week I went there. And a week later, I got there, knocked on the door. She was crying. I said, I think I'm only 5 minutes late. She said, no, I was down in Port Arthur. And she was totally messed up because she thought it was a reenactment, so they didn't move anyway.
Right.
What a horrible thing to see. So, John Howard put in the gun amnesty, didn't he? And
yes,
tidied it all up, and maybe the Yanks should have a look at that one as well.
How often has that been spoken about too? I don't understand how that happens. That even kids going to high school and whatever are taking guns with them, because of their gangs they're in. And
but you think all those years ago, that was all signed up in that first Constitution back in 1788.
Yep.
Come on, man, move on. You've got to tidy up those guns. I'm not saying get rid of the guns.
A couple of years ago,
but they got to do something with it.
Yeah. No, and look, John Howard did the right thing, to be honest, and that's proven to be right. Port Arthur was unbelievable tragedy, but in a way, it's changed our country for the good in the end,
for the better.
Yeah. So, but America, they're never going to change their right to bear arms. That would be financially unbelievable for the country, and I think
it's a big party,
and and just the right to bear arms. I don't think Americans are bright enough to think that we need to give this up. I think they just have that in their mind that, and you can't see. I think Trump would be a guy that I couldn't see taking away that law.
Talking to Trump, you've got Putin in Alaska.
Wasn't that interesting? Goodness me. Both claiming victory.
I love the red mats, how they interact at 90 degrees. And
did you see the flyover?
Yeah, with the B-50, the stealth one.
Yeah, and the other jets
Spirit.
accompanying, just as Vladimir's arrived. They've just
you can see the little fella look up and go, oh, good blame! Look at the size of this thing.
Oh, yes, I'd like to blow them up. He's thinking as he's walking past.
I'm surprised that he actually went ahead with it and flew up there, and because you never know, do you? Like, if someone can pop him off, I'm sure it's there.
It was a show of strength by him, though, wasn't it? Was that him not, marking his territory? You don't scare me. I'm coming.
I think he's tough. I do think he's tough. I don't think he's bluff.
No.
I think that the man's the man. He's
he's
ex-KGB, isn't he? So
here I am, sort of walking in as the planes are going over, and it's like, I sort of thought to myself, he's not backing down here. And a few pictures of Donald looked a bit worried, where he was sort of, trying to stamp his authority, but Vlad, I don't think, had any bar of it. And if I'm not correct, I think Vladimir Zelensky's heading there now, isn't he, today or tomorrow?
This afternoon,
speak to Donald as well. Everyone's going through the office at the moment trying to work all this out.
Look, I think they've changed it to there was a new slogan for it. It was like peace.
Right.
So it had gone away from the killing, and there's a new word to make it sound better. But look, I get it. If you can stop the shooting and stop the pounding today, you're going to save people's lives. It's people's kids.
I think Donald's doing
terrible.
that so he can turn around and go, well, hang on, I cured peace. I got him to do a ceasefire. But
I think the Platters got to tidy up. I think
Yeah.
they got to release disclosure. They got to get onto the UFO subject as well. That one's just starting to get some ground again. It's starting to build up
what's
again.
happening with that?
Oh, well, they're now pushing harder and harder to try to get the government to say something. You've got this Atlas 21 coming this way. Remember a couple of years ago you had the Oumuamua?
Yes. Yep.
So that one came into our world and then disappeared. Now there's one 6 times larger called Atlas 21 or something like that.
How close does that get?
They're saying it's going to just tuck behind the sun. So
Really? Okay.
it's not that it's going to crash into Earth, but
Okay.
they're saying it hasn't got a snail trail behind it. So they're not saying it's a comet. They seem to think that it's under some sort of smart awareness. So
Right.
don't know. But, is it just a story again? Is it just put up there as a smoke screen? Just
Fascinating, isn't it?
Is there someone sharing the planet with us?
What's your take?
I think if they are here, that's if they are anything, that they're in the water, because water not only is good for reducing the UV coming from the sun, it's that deep. If they can go from air to sea smoothly, then why wouldn't you be in the water?
Fair enough.
And who knows where they go underwater? They might go into the trenches underneath there somewhere and have little towns in the underground.
Not responsible for the algal bloom, are they?
Well, they apparently don't have. Well, they could be. Like, I thought it was China down near Mount Gambier, but
Yes.
that's another one. That's another one to talk about another day. But look, I don't know. I don't know if they're real or not. I've seen something in the sky at Mount Osman, not before Scotty left us, but up until then I hadn't really seen anything, and I can't explain what that one was. But I think there's too many sightings now. Like, everyone's got their mobile phone out. The drones over New Jersey, nobody still knows what that is. They're saying they could cloak whatever they wanted to. So are they just being projected down from something higher up? Like a laser? Like a laser's got an end somewhere, hasn't it? So,
well,
I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. Somebody knows, probably. But if the government knows and we've got the right to know, I think everyone on the planet, if there is a reasonable explanation whether they're here or not, get it out there. I don't think anyone's going to go crazy hanging himself over. You'll get a few weirdos do it, but
I look. I mean, there's plenty of evidence out there to show that it is the case. But there's plenty of conspiracy theorists where you listen to their theory and it sounds a bit off. But there's all those reports now that say that all the governments around the world do have, evidence of it. They're just not willing to be the first to come out with the information. So I don't know. To me, I'm a little bit of a skeptic. I sort of think that, until I can see physical evidence and see stuff that to me, I mean, I've seen all the mobile phone ones and you sort of go, oh, I don't know. What was that? Was that, Qantas flying over? Was that, whatever? I don't know. It's I'm a little bit of a skeptic, but I enjoy looking into it and I enjoy very much trying to find out, is the evidence real? I do watch podcasts and different things. So, yeah, it's a fascinating topic. It's just haven't seen any dead set evidence that it's the case. But,
is it to do with consciousness? Is it to do with what? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think
it's a very big subject to cover, isn't it? Because there's so many different aspects to it.
And I think also that the fact that the pilots of commercial planes aren't allowed to really talk about it, otherwise they're deemed tinfoil hatters, they're crazy. Then they lose their license to fly planes, and it's still got some stigma with it, really bad. And like I watch this UFO stuff every night of the week on YouTube.
Yep.
and there's a fairly big fraternity now. It's grown very big, and you've got the government in there now doing governmental things to try to get it through Congress and get things signed off, and they've come a long way to where it started not that long ago.
There's one flying over the top now.
That's it. Get ready for landing. But they'll look. It's going to come out soon. They were hoping that it would come out in Trump's reign. He's in his first year now, so.
Does Trump believe in it? Do you know, or what his take on it is?
I don't know if you're the real deal. He said he'd look at it, so I think everyone's trying to hold him to it. Ross Coulthard has left Need to Know as well. That was one we were watching.
Okay, yeah.
So he was on there with Bryce Sable, and Bryce Sable's now got another fella that he used to work with in Hollywood all those years ago. I forget his name at the moment.
So Ross has been removed because of the theories that he's putting out there, is what you're saying?
I think so. I think Bryce is an American citizen as well.
Yes.
And Ross Coulthard is an Australian. So I think I know that he's got something set up that if they pop him off, that it'll all come out anyway. But
imagine living like that.
Well, it must be shocking. Every time you hop in a plane, is this going to be the time,
Yeah, or even go to the shops for that matter. Is someone following me?
Yeah, he just tips the side of the car and you hit a tree. Like Ross killed himself. How do you know Ross killed himself, So, yes, I think it would be very scary.
Interesting, wouldn't it? I don't know if I could live like that. I mean, I've had that with women following me everywhere I go, but I'm not sure. I haven't had anyone try to top me off yet. Not even, angry husbands or anything. That's a joke, people, by the way.
Leave wallets and mobile phones, hey? Yeah,
the only ladies that follow me are the ones with the canes. But anyway.
But I think that's coming to a head again.
Yes.
Seems to get in surges that it looks like it's going to happen and then it doesn't. George Knapp always says there's people protecting the goodies and they don't want it out there. And hey, look, there's some new engines for planes coming out as well in the aviation industry. You're into it.
China's a long way ahead with that technology too at the moment.
There's some new shapes coming out. There's also some different actual engines that are coming out as well. There's a new mob out there in LA. I was watching that one last night. Once again, it's going to slip me what their names were, but it's a new one. They need something like $14 billion to market it.
Wow.
And at this stage, I think they're barely at $1 billion. So they're a little way off as well. But these planes are getting wider. They want to go supersonic again. I think they will. The shapes and the wings and the engines, once again, instead of throwing all that fuel into the afterburner to try to thrust it forward, they've got some new system that's burning 80% cheaper.
The Chinese one has different wing shapes, so that apparently saves on petrol and fuel and can go quicker. So they're looking at quicker wingspan and wing size and how it's all bent and bent over. So I looked at that the other week and that was an interesting one with wing technology. Yeah, there's going to be some new stuff come out soon, and I like the aviation stuff. The other thing that they were talking about is having just less people on the plane in China. They're going to have bigger seats, so people have more comfort, And if for me,
their standard seat might be their oversized seat might be our standard seat. Yeah.
It could be.
They've only got little bottoms, haven't they, the Chinese?
Can you imagine that? You book it, I'm going to book on Hong Airlines because they've got wider seats.
Hung one, too, and Crash one.
And low one. And then you get on it and all of a sudden your bum doesn't fit on it because, bigger seat. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, imagine that. You get sold a dud, wouldn't you?
Well, especially if they're sitting on the wing, if they're on the emergency seats.
In the air-conditioned section.
Probably get 4 of them on 3 seats. They might be able to reduce the cost of the seats, get 2 for 1.
They'd be just sitting with their eyes. Anyways, but not go down that path. We'll get told off by Catherine again.
Yeah, Catherine will say something.
Yeah, we don't want to get racist.
But no, there's some real good technology coming. And
absolutely.
They're talking of speeds out to 1.6, 1.8 Mach. So you're really starting to get some decent speeds again. Like
what's that? Adelaide to London in an hour, or
what was it before? It was London to New York. Was it 6 hours?
Right.
So
is that what it used to be? Or
I think the Concorde was 1.3, wasn't it? Mach 1.3.
Yes, it was. Yeah, something like that.
So I think they're looking at going even quicker without the sonic boom to do with the wing shape.
Right.
So somehow they've done something. Actually, they're projecting. They didn't get rid of the sonic boom, but they're projecting it upwards into space rather than down onto the ground. So somehow the wing shape is causing, I think it's the wing, that when they do break the speed of sound, that the transfer of noise is going out of space, not down.
Yeah.
Something unique with the
right.
the wings, as you said before. You touched base on the wings before.
Well, Chinese have been looking at the wings for a few years, but it's if we can get to overseas or whatever a lot quicker, I'm sure people will go for it because as you and I both know, people are time poor these days. So if you can get to Brisbane in an hour, you'd be doing that, wouldn't you? Paying extra to get on it.
Yeah. So wings and dumplings. Wings and dumplings.
Wings and dumplings.
That might be the main course on the planes, on the new Chinese planes.
Dumplings.
So they will come into they will come into the market, won't they?
Dumplings.
The Chinese planes.
Yeah. A lot of people are anti-China, but I'm not. I guess I'm not anti-China. I like seeing what they can do and what they can produce. I think it's fascinating to see what they can come up against, what they can build. And then it pisses off the Yanks, doesn't it, really, when they come up with something new? They're like, oh, my God.
Well, I think the Chinese are on the dark side of the moon as well.
Yes.
So they're drilling methane-3 out. So
right.
Apparently the power out of methane-3, you can run a small town for 3 months.
Wow.
So if they're up there, and I know India's up there as well with their little square box with some rollers on it as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
They're on the bright side, but
yep.
I know China's already up there, and who knows who's up there? The Yanks might already be up there. You don't know. You don't know where.
You don't know where
Planet X is sending his rockets. Who fucking knows where they're going?
Trump's made again, but
he's blown a few up in the last few months, hasn't he?
Oh, hasn't he just? But he
knows how to start a fire.
Especially to get one of his cars. It's no one reveals what they've got, do they? And that's a fascinating thing. No one comes out and says, hey, we've got this. They all keep their cards pretty close to their chest.
They do.
So,
and I get it for military that you've got to do that sort of stuff to be in front. But, like if you go and hypothetically say that, look, China does decide to invade Taiwan, they're going to be bringing all their toys out there. They're going to be throwing they'll show their cards then.
And we're not far from there, just honestly. So
but we've got our new Japanese frigates coming in 2031, 2032.
Well, that's not far away. That's only 8 years. I do worry about us still, Ash. I know I've said this previously on our pods, but geez, I'm still worried about what that means for us because we're a long way from anywhere. And
I don't even thank God, but I thank the fact that from Darwin down, there's nothing until you've got to come down the Indian Ocean or you've got to come down the Pacific.
Yeah, but with the planes and things they're building these days, that's not. They'll be here in a couple of hours.
What about the Port of Darwin? We did bring that one up about 8 weeks ago.
We did.
I haven't heard a lot on it. There's still been some declaration that there is somebody looking at it, that they're trying to crunch numbers. All politics still, red tape.
Well, didn't China say we're not interested? Like they said, you can give us whatever document you like, but we're not interested.
I think that they have the right to grab it back and pay the penalty.
I think they do. It's our country.
Yeah, I just think it's disgusting.
How can you
liberal whoever got involved in it?
How can you be told by a foreign country, no, you can't have your own port back? I don't know how that works. But, I mean, Albo's offending everyone anyway at the moment, isn't he? I mean,
I think so.
When he said that there should be a recognised Palestinian state, they got people a bit upset during the week, didn't it?
Yeah, I think we'll stay out of that one for sure. I think
I'm
that's
not going
been
down that path,
longer than you and I have. I can see both sides of the story there, but look, at the end of the day, that one's been going on since Bethlehem, hasn't it? Really,
I'm not quite sure why Albo got involved, but
I can't see the benefit.
No,
I believe it just stirs the pot up. If you say equally, we recognise all so that we don't offend any, I think that's the mentality he's coming from, is that everybody's got a right, which they have.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got a right to say what they choose to. But
I think it's wrong of a government like us to take a side. I think the only reason he did that was during the week prior, the UK Prime Minister and the French Prime Minister both came out and recognised a Palestinian state. So I think Albo thought, well, gee, this is a popular thing at the minute, so I'll get on that. But
he's got a trip to US coming up anyway.
Yeah, which is going to be interesting because AUKUS just basically got sunk.
Sounds like that's getting less and less, but I think
yeah,
out of it, the AUKUS side, irrespective of the American involvement in it, is that we're still going to get some of the submarines built from the UK, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, but I don't know. I wouldn't have come out and done that at the moment, given that you're about to go to America and you know that they're firmly on the other side. It's interesting. He's stuck his neck out there, so we'll see what comes of the American trip.
The only thing I find really that I would back him in is that we shouldn't be towing the line to anybody either.
No, that's right.
And I believe that
that's right.
If the country itself, Australia, chooses to go down a path where it recognises everybody as an equal and free trade agreement that we trade with anybody, as long as that's transparent, I can't see that it's a problem. We're not a country. We're a lucky country. We're not involved with Belarus or somebody next door to us. We've got nobody. We've got New Zealand. We've got a buddy across the ditch there.
Yep.
At the end of the day, what all that Northern Hemisphere muck is nothing to do with us. We're not involved in any of that bullshit.
Well, I mean, Albo got asked about it, and so, okay, you're okay to answer the question, but instead of saying, do you recognise a state of Palestine, instead of going, yeah, we do, yeah, I'm really all for it, it might have been, well, yep. Just a quiet, like he came out and broadcast and called a press conference to announce that he...
Yes.
I don't think that was the right way to go in my book, but as I say, I think he was just trying to get on the end of the train with the UK and France. So anyway, I would have tackled it differently, but that's Albo, isn't it? He does it his way, and he's our Prime Minister, and voted in by 14.9 million people out of 15 million the other week. So he's got a right to say whatever he wants, I guess.
Well, I think so. Once again, I don't have a problem with him saying, no, we don't agree with that. That doesn't really involve us at this stage.
Yes.
We don't want to buy beef that's not, or meat that's not tagged properly, and it's come from where? Where's it come from? We know where all our killed meat comes from, at what time. It's all stamped.
Yep.
And we don't have foot in mouth in this country. So why the fuck would you want to take meat that's uncertified? Might have an American stamp on it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's come from America.
No.
So to me, I the likes of that, I stand by him with that 100%.
Yeah.
No worries at all. There are some things that I think, we are Australian. We don't have to toe the line to shit.
No, that's right. And the other thing he could get involved is trying to fix Milne Road at the moment, Ash. I mean, that would be a project he could get onto.
Now, that started in January. I think we got back from the caravan park in January and they said, look, there could be a bit of disruption. Poor old man, his bones are rattled.
Every time I come up here, I think, I'll come up and we'll do a podcast. And
did you get stuck in the traffic
today
lights?
I did.
Did you say something?
Is it Sunday because I'm a bit, I don't know.
Sontag, yeah.
Yeah, I was a bit frustrated today.
I used to work with Murray Sontag down at
did
Silic.
you? Yeah, no,
he was a master.
I got a bit hot under the collar today. I got a bit Joe Veracchio.
G'day, Rob Mucher.
Hello. Got a bit hot under the collar. I was sitting there waiting at the red light part of it for 20 minutes while all the traffic was coming the other way down Milne Road. So pointed out to the young lady that I had to go to work tomorrow and could she please give me a green light. So she got a bit pissed off herself, so it made me stay there another 3 minutes, I think, deliberately. But
she might have held on to your red light a little bit longer than normal.
I think that's what she's done because she had the button in her hand, so I probably should have just shut my mouth and sat there. But she eventually got me through now, and as you know, I've now got to go back the other way. So if she sees my car again, I'll probably be sitting there for a fair time. But it's a bit distracting, isn't it? Like that Milne Road, it's been going for a fair time now. Every time we come up and down.
I think now they're only joining the houses to the new pipe.
Right. There's a lot of stuff down there, isn't there? Like there's pipes and fencing and
what they've done is they've drilled and bored a whole new hole.
Right.
And re-sleeved a whole new high pressured PVC pipe.
Yep.
And they've dragged that all the way down from Banksia Park. They've joined them. And so every 400 or 500 metres you get a hole in the road and they weld them together.
Right.
There's a guy that comes in, welds them all together, and
right.
they go on to the next one. So they've got now that all the way from Banksia Park down to the corner there.
Wow.
So now they've got to now connect all the old houses and take them off the old sewer and put them onto the new pipe.
So you're telling me this is still a while away?
So now they've got to cut every road up, like out of everyone's driveway, except us because we're on a different shitter. We used to be at the end of the shitter, so they put us on a different one.
Oh, so that's good. So your house isn't affected?
We got a reflux valve there because everyone's shit when it used to block up used to run backwards to our house and come out of the bottom.
You're dealing with a lot of shit, Ash.
Well, lucky when we were here, we didn't deal with the shit. But,
yeah.
Somebody has.
Well, I don't know. So what you're telling me is that road's going to be blocked up for quite a while yet then, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
So I've still got a fair way to go.
Excellent.
Mm.
Well, have you been following the Yankees? Have you been – I mean, that's a disaster, isn't it?
Well,
I know you got your hat on, but
I know
with
I wouldn't poor old King Cole, he's been out for a long time, hasn't he? And you pay all that money for one bloke, and of course he hasn't been there all year. So, and they've had some injuries. Once again, you put the Guernsey on, you play for the Guernsey, and they won't make the playoffs this year. So, somebody's head will roll this year. It has to. The Yankees have got a very big budget.
Boone. Boone gone, or is that front office?
I would say Boom.
Yeah, exactly. So Aaron Boone gone, or is it front office?
I would say Boone is gone. Has to.
It hasn't been his fault, though. Like, he's been like Ken Hinkley, like we were saying before, right? He's had an unbelievably successful run with the Yankees over the years.
Who do you replace him with?
But I guess he's fairly similar to Hinkley in that he hasn't won the World Series, which is what they Port fans going about Hinkley about.
I think it's a bit like a government that after a period of time, change is always good to change it up because you get stagnate. Now, in the first couple of years, if you were to win a final, a premiership in the first year or two, you say, all right, this guy's got it, hasn't he? He knows the formula, or he had the cattle and the formula to do it.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got a team full of injured old blokes or injured young blokes, you're unlucky. You're not going to go anywhere for the year.
And the same with the Yankees.
But every year, mate, the Yankees have got a fucking huge budget. They buy and sell who they want.
But their latest trade...
And they're sitting third in their division.
Their trading was terrible. And, you know, they got the pitcher in from Milwaukee.
Joel will be pissed off.
And he...
Hey, Maz.
He was... g'day, Joel. He was brought over to be the because they didn't have Cole, he was going to come in and be the guy to get them through games, and instead he was going for 6 or 7 in innings and was throwing walks. So, they've just had a bad run. But I don't know. Is that Aaron or is that the front of the office?
I don't know. Look, I don't dislike the guy either. I think he's fairly calm. He's a little bit like old bloke at Port there. He doesn't get too flustered. And
Perhaps him and Ken could get a team together.
Every now and then he gets flustered and he gets sent out. He gets evicted from the game, which I like.
Aaron Hinkley. Or Ken Boone.
That sounds all right, doesn't it?
One of them. But I don't know. I think they've both been victim of injuries.
Yeah, look, so, I think the Yanks are gone. Yeah, let's rule them out 2025
I think
now.
they're just black armband on to 2026, to be honest.
That's disappointing, isn't it? You think after 162 games that you'd be playing finals, but...
well, I don't know. Put the dog down and move on, I reckon.
Not to be. Maybe I haven't been over there enough lately either to...
and they're so bad, I'm not even watching them. But anyway, I shouldn't say that out loud.
Keep the good wishes going.
They're pretty crap.
What else you got, brother?
Well, I don't know. We're talking about the local footy teams. We've spoken about them. They're
what about the winter baseball? Winter baseball's about to wind up. I think
next weekend.
Yeah, grand final next week.
Grand final next weekend. I think the Socky Love Puppets or some name. I don't know their name.
I know the Tomb Raiders are out. So
and then the
Rogers team hasn't
Greg
got in
Rogers
there again.
Greg Rogers mob. I haven't. I messaged Greg. I haven't got a reply yet, but I would have thought they'd be in the grand final. Which let's just see if we've had anything through. No, we haven't. So grand final next week. Up at Surrey Downs. We'll see what happens there. I probably won't go out. I'll probably be doing something else on the Saturday, I would imagine. But I'll try and get out there if I can.
All right, well, you're finished up there now, haven't you, for the summer ball? What are you doing this year?
Oh, just at Kenzie. Went home, if you look at it that way, I guess. Went back to my home club, Kenzie, and doing some coaching. So it's pretty exciting, sort of involved in the Div 2 and 3 boys. So went down there today. We had a pre-season training, although it was bloody cold. Pretty exciting to head home. 100th year down there at the Cardinals. So good to go down there and do some coaching, so it should be good.
Down on Hallett Road, so you're...
Hallett Road, yes, Burnside, near the St. Peter's Girls. I was never allowed to wander there when I was playing juniors, but...
fair enough.
Yeah. But no, I love it. It went back. Everyone was really welcoming this morning, so no, I had a good morning. It was good to be back there.
Well, there you go. There's another chapter again in your baseball life.
Yeah, exactly.
Had a fairly long baseball chapter, haven't you? With
yes. Started with T-ball in 1977 and been going ever since. So, it's...
went overseas as well?
Yeah, played over there and had a time over there. President of Dodgers, obviously, just recently. But, back at Kenzie, so it should be good.
Look, I think it's one of those things, when you're in it, and, you got to put your heart on your sleeve when you get involved at that level. And as we all know, sometimes it's a pretty thankless task, and you go home yourself and you feel fairly beat up, and you get up the next day and you go out there and try to make it straight again. So you need people like that to carry it forward.
I might just leave you for a minute.
Sure, go through.
Just need to go outside for a minute.
Oh, oops. You better go underneath.
Yeah, I was going to go around you.
Oh my God!
What are we doing?
All right. Well, there we go. That's nice to go to a pee break. We do have pause, but we're getting closer to the hour anyway. We'll start to wind it up shortly, but it's been good to get back online again. It's due to work and due to just volume of other stuff. It's been hard to get not only this local podcast up and going, but even the Levita Liverpool one has had a significant break as well, but we did get one of them off during the week, which was good. That's up on YouTube under Levita Liverpool. So, yeah, we're sort of getting close to the finals now, and the footy finals, so we're looking forward to that. And go through, mate.
There we go. Just had to make sure my car was still there.
So we're looking forward to... We'll get this Tasmania trip out of the way, and we'll get back ready for probably the week off before the grand final, and
Yeah.
we've got that, and then not long after that we got Bathurst. So it's all.
Oh, that's a big day here.
It's all getting to the good time of the year, isn't it? You know, as I said before, you can smell people cutting lawn, and the sun's coming back from its big sleep up north there, and
Bit of heat.
bit of heat for the lawn to grow, and
All for our bodies.
and vitamin D for us, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
Now it's exciting time of year.
So we'll wind this one up, mate. It's
No worries.
been good to catch you up again.
Yes,
There's
sir.
Been a bit of a break, and there's certainly still plenty happening in the world. I hope the world calms down soon. I hope we get UFO disclosure soon. And
Plenty going on.
Let's live life happily rather than with all this anger. So
Yeah. Yep.
good on you, Shaun.
What we're here for. Thanks, Ashman.
All right,
Been
mate.
good fun.
We'll be back in a fortnight, and we'll go again at the end of August or first week of September.
Hello to Michelle Nichols, our
Yeah, bad luck.
main listener, and hello to Trish.
This has been a Millnote Studio production. Thanks, Shorty.
Take care, everyone.
Good to see you, mate.
You too, Ashman. Cheers, mate.
All right, we're done and dusted.
I could not wait any longer.